What's up, Neva? Just finishing up a mass box opening that we're doing for some Foundations Jumpstart. That good? Yeah, it's not bad. It's fun. Sort of little cards, make a little money. And on we go. Let's get les music. All right. And now we continue. I think we got through getting everything in alpha sorted, but now we have to start putting everything in alphabetical order. So. May I ask how much you got your boxes for? I got these for 81 through a Discord buying group. You can actually get them for 83 right now on Stomping Grounds. They have them for $83, which is definitely got some room to make some cash at that number if you have enough. If you got a decent amount of money you want to throw down and you know, partake. What's going on, Herb? Okay. Pile's gonna get big. Can we pile it above the camera? Maybe? It's got a solid foundation. We'll be fine. Yeah. It's, there's not as much stuff as usual, but there is some stuff out there that you can buy and break down right now and make a little cash. This is just one of my favorites because it's, like, easy. Well, for as easy as a mundane thing can be. Chill and listen to stuff on eBay? That's what we like to hear, dude. Do you sell on TCG Player? How was your Mayhem yesterday? How'd that go? Mass box openings are fun when you have enough room for everything. My last one was stressful because I didn't have enough room. That can be challenging. Although I was a madman and still did it without room. But that's, you know, that just depends on how crazy you want to get. It's a nice stack of one card in a row there. My mayhem was non-existent basically, other than selling some sealed. Didn't really have singles to sell. Not bad. Yeah, my store's been down since I sold all that bulk, so I've been trying to like build up, and then it ran into a week where I had to work, and it's been a little slow going, but we're fixing to light everything up probably Monday and get back on track. Sell a bunch of stuff. Bastion of Remembrance. B-A-L-C-D-E-F-G-H-I-J-K-L. So there's lots of blood. So blood, bleed. Blood. No, bleed dry. Blood burglar. Blood fountain. Ooh. Blood beckoning. Blood tithe, blood thirsty, blood gift, bone collar, bone clad. So we're on black. All we have is red and green to go, and then we'll be ready to list. We've been knocking out like 1.5 colors a night, so we may not get finished doing this part, but we should get pretty darn close. This is D's. Got a lot of D's. Deadly Dispute. Hey man, how's the cardboard treating you, Steve? What's up, cardboard? Calculated cardboard. It's treating me beautifully. It's the only thing that treats me the way I want it to treat me. Deep, I know, but it doesn't talk back. It gets me money. Allows me to zone out. How about you? How's it going tonight, man? A little bit of a long day. I almost didn't go live, but then I was like, you know what? We got a good streak going on. We need to keep this going. I just got off work like literally 30 minutes ago. Home. Dreadhound. I feel that. Yep. Honestly, man, this is one of those nights where I just kind of wanted to take a night off, and these are the nights that you get ahead when you don't do that. So let's figure. Dark Supplicant. Dark Bargain. Disfigure. Dark Confidant. God, I remember when that thing used to be like a $50 card. Oh, how the times have changed. Dusk Mangler. I knew there was some. You gonna take tomorrow off as a rest day, or are you just non-stop grinding? I respect it either way. I don't know, man. I thought about like just picking one day where I just kind of, you know, at least, you know, take that day to just not stream and try to do like 6 days a week and then take like a Saturday or Sunday off. But don't know. Haven't really figured that part out yet. But it's like one of those things where it's like, if I'm going to be working on cards, there's no reason why I shouldn't be live doing it, I guess, in a way. I think, you know, if everything goes the way I want and I have my Discord up by tomorrow night or Monday, it'll be easier to make those decisions because I'll be able to communicate better to everybody, like, hey, you know, we're going live, or hey, I've got stuck at work, you know, we're not going live, this and the other. But like, until I have that line of communication, I feel like doing it every night is probably beneficial. Let's see. That does it for the D's. So we got Dark, DAC, DEA, DDAL, DF, Dire, Devouring Swarm, Dark Bargain, Dire Fleet, F, Dire Fleet Hoarder, LMNO, Doomed, Necromancer, Doomed, DRE, DRO, DUR, DUS. How about you? What's the rest of your week looking like? Calculated? Gosh darn it. Tumor Exarch. That card looks pretty sick. Yo, what's up, Gorgothor? Happy Saturday night. Hope you're having a good night, dude. Welcome on in. Weekend is lazy as hell. I've been playing the latest update for Path of Exile 2, and then I really need to work on the solid pricing pay for my TCG inventory. How long has PoE 2 been out? Because I had some friends asking me if I wanted to play, and I was like, I thought it wasn't coming out for a while, but I keep hearing that there's been a new patch, and it's like, well, if there's already a new patch, it must have been out for longer than I would have thought. Games are kind of ruined for me. They're not super ruined, but it's like every time I think about playing games, it's like, I should be doing this. I probably need to figure out a plan and get a better, you know, LN balance, I think is the word I'm looking for. Eternal, EXT, EXP. Oops, Little Miss Evereth, you need to go right there. Eye Collector. Nice. Fake your own death. AK, FAL. Oh, that's easy enough. What's like, what have you been thinking about as far as your plan goes right now? Like, what have you been wrestling with? Like your floor, or wrestle with the shipping. Do you normally do 3 over 5, or are you like trying to set it at a higher shipping floor for slightly slower sales, but it hits a little harder? Just eat the shipping being level 3. Yeah. Honestly, I'd be interested what to hear you think. When I started, I didn't care if I made money at the beginning. I basically listed all my cards a penny under the lowest listed. So that way I was always on the top. And then I would always do like my $1, $2, $3 cards. I wouldn't do anything crazy. And I only did that until I got to level 4. When I got to level 4, applied to be a pro seller. Once you get to be a pro seller and you get the repricer, then market price plus 10 cent all day, every day. But like speed running level 4 is going to be your best friend and best thing you can do, in my opinion. But if you're at level 3, you're almost there, so I wouldn't, But one thing you'll notice if you try what I said is like if you mark your thing as the lowest listed, within 12 hours you're going to be like 15 listings down. Like it happens that fast. Hey, Bronze Mom, how is everyone doing tonight? Good, Tiger. How you doing, dude? Hope you're having a good night. Thanks for the advice. I'll stop trying to penny pinch and match market and just speedrun all. Yeah. I know it sucks at the beginning, but like, don't do market. Do lowest listing and then a penny under. You want to be at the top of the list, and then the minute you get that 51st sale, you'll have to wait 2 weeks for all the feedback to come through, and then you're good. Easy peasy. Glutton. Gift. LMN. Go. Gourmand. GORG. Oops. GOREX. Grave Digger, Grave Blade, Grim. What is this? H. Harvester, Heartbeat. That was simple enough. I gotta remember how much this chick is. Foundations. Jump, start. Seraph. Oh, maybe I'm thinking of the wrong person. I didn't think she was that low. No. I still mostly built because realistically my inventory is only my non-hits and doubles from packs I open. I mainly adjust on an Excel sheet like once a day. Is Pro worth it for the auto pricing? Yes. 1,000,000%. Because you can set a schedule. It's 2% more, and then you just never have to worry about it again. You just set your parameters. You can set it to run 2 times a day, 3 times a day, 4 times a day, and you literally never have to worry about it. How much more you got left on your box sorting? We're halfway through black, and then we've got red and green to go, and then we'll be able to list it all, or scan it all at least. So hopefully between today and tomorrow it'll be done. There's been a murder down in Savannah. Yeah. Auto pricing is a godsend and worth every penny. The one thing you're going to learn, dude, is even though you could be saving, the amount of money you're going to make and the time it saves you is like invaluable. And if I'm being honest, I still have a hard time doing some things by hand versus like doing it faster another way. Because, you know, you get some of it you like to do, some of it whatever, but the minute you get a repricer and you see like how crazy and amazing and efficient it makes things, it's going to be hard for you to look back. Murder. No, we have 2 Memorial the Follies? That seems blasphemous. What's good, y'all? Yeah, what's up, Mike? Happy Saturday. What's going on, dude? I had a weird mayhem. I sold more on Memorial Day weekend and today each than Friday. I never touched my prices. Yeah, that is weird. I mean, I've heard of people like not killing it on Mayhem, but like that seems pretty lopsided in favor of not Mayhem. Oh my god, these are all jacked up. M-A-S-K. Yeah. M-E-T. M-E-M. M-I. M-O-A. M-O-M. M-O. O. M-O-R-B. M-O-R-K. K-M-U. Same. What's up, Trey? Yeah. I definitely heard not as many. I didn't think I was going to hear like a lot, but there's definitely been more underwhelming stories than barn burners, which I'm kind of sad to hear. It is definitely necrotic wound, necropolis. Let me throw this at you. If LGS will give me $5 store credit for 1,000 bulk, should I really be concerned with making every little on bulk since it's more in the long run? Honestly, never tried to sell bulk to the LGS. Just saw... Well, what's your goal with market plus 5% and sold $1,200 and it's $1,200 in a singles and good day? Oh yeah, Teal. What's up, dude? That's bonkers. Gorgothor, what is your goal? Like, what are you trying to do? Like, if you're not trying to do the bulk stuff, I would just sell it, but I guarantee you, if it's not sifted, you're probably got some pretty good, decent stuff in there, dude. Bronze, you have to make enough money to go to Turkey and come back looking like John Stamos if you want. I'm down. I don't know about the hair part because that ship has sailed a long time ago, but we got the fitness thing going on in the background, even though I haven't really been recording it like I said I would. So we'll get there, year or two. Bronze God will have its ultra form. P-I-L-P-E-R. Priest of Forgotten Power Stone. Dude, I had some thick hair back in the day, dude. I had some thick hair. It died when I was like 17. Yo, what's up, Mason? What's going on, man? I saved your video because the thumbnail is S tier. I mean, all your stuff is S tier, but I saw that thumbnail. I'd be really cool to see... We only got 4 of these decks, but they're like 20, 25 a piece. Yeah. I'm a big Game Chops fan. It's nice DMCA free music, and they have all sorts of different video game playlists and stuff. Turkey is where all the celebrities go to get their hair done. Well, fortunately, I don't have any, so I don't have to worry about traveling. Maybe one day though. Maybe I'll get some. Not plugs. I'll get something. Probably not. I'll probably just be. Usually, I like shave my own because I did nice, really nice cheap clippers, and then like once a month I treat myself to a head shave. I've seen a few of your walk videos. Yeah, so those are like 2 years old. Because when I first started this channel, that's what I was doing, and then I quit for a multitude of reasons. So I started a weight loss channel, and I posted one video on it, and then I haven't been super on it, but you know, we got down a good 20 or 30 pounds, and then I was still living at my parents' house, helping them and getting my stuff situated. So like the mind aspect of it was a little too much. Sad to say. I needed to get out of there to really like unwind. And now that we're doing our thing, everything's starting to come together. So. If you guys don't know who Mason Berry is, he is the owner of Card and All Gaming. If you do not watch his content, I strongly suggest you go over there and give that guy a follow because he has some very excellent content and information and a very pretty magazine-worthy face. Art. I'd put it on a wall. If they still made fat heads, I would get a fat head of Mason and put it on my wall. Allegedly. It's crazy how much an environment can impact. Yeah. And that's the thing is like, it was a blessing because like I had the ability to fall back on someone. Yo, what's up, Christopher? Thanks for the sub, dude. Welcome in. Because like I had the ability to catch up, but also that came at the cost of, you know, not being able to be me and having to tiptoe all the time, and it definitely took its toll. Google says it's only 2 to 3K in Turkey for hair implants. That's why they all go there. I'll keep it up. I'll keep that in. We can make a fat head happen. Okay. Hey, I'm a man of my word. In the Joker voice. Hey, Bron's been silently following along for a minute now. Appreciate the content. Long question, but I'll try to keep it short. Curious if you have any tips regarding price floor. It just depends on where you're at and what you're trying to do and what you're trying to accomplish. I mean, when I had mostly just bulk, like really low value bulk, I had a floor of like 15 cents, and I just did free shipping over $5. Since I've nuked my inventory and started over again, I don't know where I'm going to set my floor, but I would, you know, 15 cents is the absolute lowest. 25 cents probably if you're starting. Doesn't seem to make sense after shipping and cogs, even at level 4 getting... well, it depends on how you're 30 cents is probably a little too much. If you're trying to, like, you know, 25 is probably the highest I would go for starting. But if you're buying your cards at like a penny or 2 or 3 a piece, even after supplies, you'd be making like $2 to $3 an order on a $5 order. Should be, at least. If I had the money, I'd do it. All right. I've never had a stream goal, but I'm going to start a stream goal. It's $3,069. $3,000 to get the turkey with Brooks. $69 for a Mason Berry fat head. That would go right there. I do 19 cents to 21 cents, but I have a good amount of inventory. Yep, that's a solid area. Can you expand a bit on a floor? Doesn't it make it harder to sell true bulk when the market is 3 cents? No. So when you have like true bulk or like really low value bulk, it's very much like impulse buy stuff. Like when you go to a grocery store. So if you have your like $1, $2, $3, $4 cards, and they're in there buying those, at that point, you know, if they're making a deck or they're making a master set and they see that you have a couple hundred cards from Prismatic Evolutions or whatever, that's when the true bulk typically goes. Also, you know, TCG Player has I don't know what it's called, a card optimizer. So if they just add a bunch of cards from random people and then hit a card optimizer, if you have a wide enough inventory, you're going to catch more, if not all of those cards, and then you will get sales from those smaller cards as well. So it really just depends. Like you can't, if you're doing true bulk, you can't really pussyfoot it. You kind of have to kind of go balls deep, if you will. What I was doing was probably a little extreme. Well, not probably, it was extreme. But I didn't really have a choice. I had no money when I started, so... but I was able to do a lot of decent Pokemon sales for... You know, I was doing so many master sets and all sorts of random crap that at some point it just works out. But yeah, 19 to 21 cent range is good. 25 cents, I wouldn't go any higher than 25 cents. Sorry, enough about the hair, LOL. Why do you prefer Magic bulk over Pokemon bulk? I mean, I like Pokemon bulk because I like collecting Pokemon. Magic is a player's game. You know, people play Pokemon, but Pokemon Magic has, you know, almost 30 years. There are so many different formats, so many different archetypes, so many. I mean, there's so many of the cards are playable and sought after that, like. Depending on the set, you can make money opening product and selling it. You can never do that with Pokemon or One Piece or any of the other games, and it's basically just a hit the case hit and hope to get lucky. So when it comes to selling cards, and it sounds a little like gatekeepy, but you're not really truly selling cards if you're not selling anything else. You know, you can't just sell Pokemon. If you're going to take it seriously and try to build a whole big business. If you just want to sell Pokemon, there's people that have Pokemon stores, and that's fine. But when the day comes that, you know, things crash, and if Mason's here, he could probably attest to this. If he only sold Pokemon in his store, he probably wouldn't have been in business 5 years ago. It's just a... So yeah, it's having multiple things going on, having Magic going on, having Pokemon going on, you know, deal with the bulk, buy bulk collections, pull out the more popular Pokemon, list those, put the true bulk aside. You can list that all, or you can bulk it out to someone else, make lots. Like you just kind of bob and weave with everything. Hey, what do you do with the bulk below your floor price? So that's part of having the repricer. So when you become a pro seller on TCG Player and you get a repricer, there's rules that you can create. So you can say, I want my cards listed at market price, but listed no lesser than X. So if you set at 15 cents, any card that is under 15 cents will be brought up to 15 cents, and then boom, that's it. This is the truth. Have a good spread of stuff. You will pick up crazy sales, and my shipping is high too. Yeah, Teal does like what, $2.99, and he still kills it. I for whatever reason, I probably just haven't done it long enough. I typically just let the free over 5 ride, but I don't list a lot of high value stuff on TCG Player. And now that I'm on Direct, I probably should just change it to $2.99 and let it be. I had mine set for 35 for a while. Stuff sold, but I lowered it to 30 just for a little more traffic. Yeah, I mean, anything will go at any price, but obviously the lower you go, the odds are that, you know, things will happen faster. You just don't want to be going so low that you're giving everything away. But yeah, I think there's nothing wrong with doing 30 cents. I would say 25 cents is a pretty popular and like industry standard almost amongst newer sellers who are trying to start or make their mark. Yeah, that's what I thought. It's like, especially with the direct, it's like you're paying TCG Player to be like an employee for you. So if someone wants to buy and have you ship for them, it's like paying a premium to take the time to do it. Although I've fought it for a really long time, it's probably time to... might just need to keep tweaking the formula to try to avoid selling at a loss for the sake of sales. Yeah, you definitely never want to do that. But that's the fun thing about this hobby and this side business is it's your entity. You can change things whenever you want. If things aren't working out, then you can try something else. It happens to everybody, but try your hardest to just, if you get bummed or burned out, just know that everyone goes through it and keep listing. Always be listing. I remember last stream you mentioned a Discord you're in sells Magic bulk for a decent price. Do you mind sharing that again? No, it's Kitchen Table Gaming. Mason, do you have I don't think you do. I don't know if Mason's still here, but if he is, I don't know if you have any kind of like Discord thing. But he does Kitchen Table does like 5,000 count boxes for like $50. And I think he has a floor price of like 50 cents, but it's still a gamble because you don't know how much stuff is going to be at the 50 cent level versus the true bulk stuff. So you're honestly probably better off just trying to find stuff locally. But if I'm going to buy one or two just as an experiment, so I'll probably do I'm going to ask him if it's okay, but I'll probably do a video to see like, hey, does this make sense? And it'll be kind of cool. But people who are bigger, they have different priorities and they have different floors, so it's possible to bottom feed off of them. How do the direct repos work? I'm slightly dense. Repos. Help me out with that. Vito the Darkthorn. That's like a $10 card. Vampire Nighthawk. One of my favorite draft cards ever. Call to Whispers. VAMP. Vampire NO. Venomous. VIC. VIL. Wailing Ghoul. Perfect. That didn't take fast. Wailing Wake, Wriggling. Damn, dude, these playlists go by fast. Let's see what else we got here. Interesting. I think my chat on my Streamlabs. Uh-oh. Did it again. Rob's bulk is decent. He sifts at a high amount, like 25 cents, yeah. Do you think it's worth to sleeve every card in your inventory? Absolutely not. Don't do that. I mean, you can, but it is definitely not worth the time. They're going to get scuffed up and dirtied up, and you're probably going to have to replace them anyway. Please don't do that. All right. So, technically, because it's in color order, I was going to do red, but I want to do green because I want to see how many Scythe Cat Clubs we get. Scythe Cat Club in Foundations is the most expensive card, and we got a lot of landfall decks. I mean, when they let you know what cards to send, I'm not sure what it's called, a requisite. Oh, like a return invoice. So basically, as you have your inventory, yeah, replenishment. So like, there's a certain time frame that you sell cards, basically like a week. So over the course of a week, whatever cards they sell, they give you a invoice. You then, you know, the invoice is listed by game and then by type. So it'd be like regular Magic, then Holo Magic, then regular Pokemon, then non-Holo Pokemon, or regular Pokemon. And it's just a huge, like 10, 11 sheets, depending on how many cards you have. And you just pull them all in order, not sleeved. If you have them sleeved, they're going to probably ding you a good amount. And then you ship it all. And it's like once a week. And you have two different ones. You have like one that's a higher value preferred invoice, and then you have like a standard invoice. Yo, we got 24 people and only 5 likes. I'm going to change that by liking my own stream. Good looks, Carl. All right, green decks. Sketchy. Is it better to sell Magic Bulk on TCG and Pokemon on eBay? That's what I'm doing just because I don't want to spend any more time, but typically, I mean, Teal kills it with Magic on eBay. You can definitely do it. With where I'm at right now, boom, number one. I just want it all gone fast. So I'm like choosing to sacrifice a little bit of extra money for certain cards that you can sell on eBay to just dump it all on TCG Player. But you know, I would say on average though, Magic is probably better for TCG Player. He just started selling Magic on eBay. He's just not a big fan of... So there is like one version of this landfall deck that doesn't have the Covenant, and we've gotten 2 so far. So that's pretty good. We'll take it. Apparently I apparently didn't sort the green decks. So we're going to do this the long way. Easy like, listen to this man. I know, man, right? Well, I've got the, I mean, I have the knowledge now, but I mean, Teal and Mason, a lot of people you know, I leaned on, you know. Can't do it by yourself. All right, we got another stack on the box still, so we got 6 more landfall decks. Let's see if we get 6 more kitty cats. Kitty cat. 3 for 3 on kitty cats. I like it. Not a problem, Robert. Yeah. I don't know anything about Magic, so it would be a huge learning curve to me. Don't let that stop you, dude. We don't allow that here. Uh-oh. Another one. When I got back into Pokemon, I didn't know a lot about it. A lot had changed. I kept getting holos and reverse holos mixed up because I didn't know what the hell the difference was. So when I do a mass box opening, especially with Jumpstart, because Jumpstart in a shell is 20 pre-made decks. They're like this. They're 20 cards each, and then you can just take this, and then so you open the actual pack, then you get like this little mini deck, and then this little mini deck, and then you shuffle them up and play. It's designed to get people started playing. So for this, I open all the packs, then sort all the decks in order so that way it's easier to sort. Then I alpha sort them all. But typically, yeah, you just, because I'm in direct, you want to do everything alphabetically, so you just sort it all alphabetically. But Foundations is a little more work, so Teal. We might be on the upper end of the EV on this one, bud. Gotta adapt and work different angles, but I just throw it up, and even if I had a loss or break even, the size of the inventory, it does. Yeah, I would not buy bulk off of eBay. Most of what you're gonna find on eBay is gonna be pre-sifted stuff. All right. So all these boxes cost about $1,640. So far we have 6 landfall decks. We got 6 tigers. $30 a piece. So we're already at almost 20% of our money back on those 6 cards. No, the first one, Lotus Cobra. That was the other one. It has Lotus Cobra in it. Not a bad card, but it's not a kitty cat. We want more kitty cats. I started by joining a play group. I would buy their stuff when we got together. Play. Yeah. Dude, honestly, when I first started getting bulk, I would just, on draft night, I would be like, hey, are you keeping your bulk? And then I would just take it from them if they didn't want it. Jumpstart sets always have way more care variation than base sets, yeah. I'm hoping the Marvel one has, boom, number 7. I'm hoping the Marvel set has a solid Jumpstart. Most Jumpstarts are usually pretty good, at least at the very beginning, but... All right, let's find some more landfall decks. Landfall. 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 I was sad when we didn't get enough of the little vampire chick. We got like maybe like 4 or 5 of her. But this might take things to a pretty insane level. Is that it? Hate foils too? Yeah, I mean, especially, yeah, Jumpstart doesn't have any foils. I used to really like foils. I don't really care for them much anymore because there's not really a... They used to have a premium, and they don't really have a premium anymore. With the exception of a few cards, but... Okay. Those can go there. All right, so we got 10 more landfall decks. Let's see how many kitty cats we can get. Yeah. If you're really looking to get into Magic, no. Commander decks are definitely a good place to start. Every deck, I mean, of the variations of the decks, all the decks have the same cards. You know, the big dumb dude deck is going to have the same cards in it, so you know you can get pretty familiarized with the cards in them. Do you have a chase card sheet you adhere to opening sealed, or is your knowledge-based understanding of the product marketplace what guides your hands, so to speak? Yeah, we were actually showing it off a little bit. Boom. Yesterday, but there's a site, there's sites that you can go to that like break down the estimated value of a box if you were to open it. So I and a lot of people use that to see like, hey, if I buy a box at X, on average, how much Y will I get by busting it down and getting the singles. So ultimately you can open up any set and break it down and make money. It just depends on the value of the box and how much you're buying the box for. Holy shit. Oh man, this opening just went from I think we're gonna do good to holy hell. Brooks, I don't know how much money you have. I would suggest going on to maybe Stomping Grounds and just buying a case of this to start. It's $81, $83 a box. And once I'm done just doing these landfall decks, granted this is probably a little bit on the high side, we're gonna do pretty good. Boom. I can, you know what? Let me finish these landfall decks, and I'll bring up Mox Alpha again, and we can talk about it again. We talked about it a little last time, but I can show you kind of how it works. And there, like I said, there's other sites that do it, but I've used it for a while and like it. I'm actually this week, probably gonna be buying about $2,000 worth of Modern Horizons 3 and some more Jumpstart probably from Louis. So everything about Magic is just about how playable it is. There's not really an SIR. There are. So with Magic, you have common, uncommon, rare, and then you have a mythic. So like, if you have a box of like 36 packs or 24 packs or whatever, you get like a rare in every pack, sometimes 2. A mythic, you get like 6 to 8 a box, and then you have like, you know, borderless cards, borderless foil cards. You have your collector boxes that have like really etched like crazy stuff, and those cards are sought after, but they're still usually played with. Whereas with Pokemon, it's like Pokemon, you have the same card, you know, and they're all relatively inexpensive with the exception of the SIR. You know, yeah. Let's do this real quick. Let's get all Moxie up. I'll show you what I did yesterday with the Jumpstart page. Screen capture ad. All right, it's gonna look wonky for a second. Just hang tight. Just got back from Game Scalp. The guy was tossing around my PS7 and dropped it, caught it while I was playing as fast as possible. I mean, dope for the PSA 10, but yeah, I don't want anyone touching my cards if they don't have to. Okay. This is Mox Alpha. It costs $50 a month. I only buy it once every 2 or 3 months just to kind of get a lay of the land. This will give you, it simulates about 10,000 boxes worth of product and then spits out a number of, on average, what you can get. So Foundations Jumpstart, it went down $1 since yesterday. What are you gonna do? So according to this, if you open a box of Foundations Jumpstart, on average, you're gonna get $140 of value before fees. And then it says plus or minus $30, which is, this is like the variance. So when you open a box, you could open a box that's gonna be up to around 170 or down to about 109. But on average, it should be within that range somewhere. So I bought these boxes for $81 a piece. So at the worst possible scenario is I get a horrible box. This is valued at $109. 109 minus 81 is 30, minus 30% fees. I make $20 per box breaking this down. And this is just counting cards over 25 cents, which with a set like this, there are so many cards under 25 cents that'll go sell at the direct price for. But that's like the worst box. The best box, if this thing goes to a $170 box, minus 80 is $90, minus the direct fees of 30% or so, that's 60 a box. So like, it gets pretty crazy. Do you list every card in the box? I am right now, but there will be a floor instituted at some point. Like, I just don't have a really good way of sifting things. Like, sifting the stuff I don't want is gonna take too much time. So for me, it's beneficial to just list it all and then afterwards remove it if I don't like it. Or I don't want it. Oh, where's the screen? Why is my screen capture still on here? I was trying to figure out what was going on. I was like, why am I seeing the same thing over and over and over again? Oh my God. All right. We may have maxed out on the kitty cats, but we got a solid amount, so I can't be too sad. We got one more deck. Can we get another $30 bill? We cannot. Okay. Okay. So one, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So these are $30 a piece, and we got 11 of them. So just in these 11 cards minus the fees, it's going to be $300. We bought all this for $16.50. So that's about 20% of our money back just in these 11 cards. Just these 11 cards. Yes, please. Winning. Winning. It's calculated. Thank me later. Yeah, and the thing is, like, Rudy talked about this the other day in his video that, like, Foundations Jumpstart is kind of undervalued, so you know, more and more people might be opening it, but like if you buy a box for $80 and you hit one of those, which you're going to, that's almost half your money back. You know, it's like crazy. There's an elf in here too. There's an elf in these elf decks that's like $8 to $10. There's a lot of uncommons. There's a decent amount of commons and uncommons that are in like the $8 to $2 range. I'm gonna break this down in a full video, but I'm gonna like count up all the cards I have between $3 and above, and to show like the value that we got, and it's gonna be, I think we'll make $1,000 when it's all said and done. Not right away, but I think we'll have a $1,000 come up. Shh. Me to all the voices in my head. Shh, my show is on. Skies has entered the chat. What is up? That's the guy. I think he's like 5 or 7 or 8, somewhere around there. Uh-oh. Oh my gosh, this whole pack I just didn't sort? Oh my god. What am I doing? T, C, E, T, T. What camera do you record with when you stream? So this is the good camera. I was using it as my face cam, but I don't do it while I stream anymore. It is a Sony ZV-1. The one I use for my face cam while I'm doing breaks and stuff. This is usually on my card cam up here. But eventually I'm gonna get a second Sony because I like it. It was the Neo something C920X. I just emailed them, Gorgothor. I appreciate that. I don't know if they even do them anymore, but I did email them saying, hey, I think there are other creators that have one, but that's one thing I've been lacking on a little bit, is like reaching out to people for like creator codes. It's part of that whole like getting over, you know, advocating for yourself and try to maximize the potential returns. This is a commander box. This is a shit ton of Foundations Jumpstart. Every deck. Actually, let's check. What's our homeboy worth? Jonas. IONUS. I need to get a bigger desk. I need to get a bigger desk. Oh, $10. So that elf is currently $9.29, and we're probably gonna get 10 of them. So that'll be another $100 bill right there. If you would be so kind, if you're enjoying yourself, we're trying to get to 25 likes for the stream. We are getting close. I think we're at the 15 mark. Those are rookie numbers. We need to pump those numbers up. So if you're enjoying yourself, consider liking the stream. What's this fast way to boot multiple returning from TCB? I want to convert a lot of my inventory to eBay. Yeah, the Marwins are nice too. The elf decks are like, green is probably one of the most profitable colors in the set, period. Brooks, you can do a CSV, so you can like export a CSV, zero it all out, and you can do it by set too, so if you only want to do certain things, or you can just nuke the entire thing. I've been privy to nuke my inventory once or twice. Once, actually. Actually, I've done it 3 times, but the first 2 times I did it, it was like 10,000 cards, so it wasn't anything crazy. Pyrons. Listen, you guys don't have to do anything. I understand, you know, I'm not like rolling in the money over here, but you know, we're doing bigger and better things. Once I get done with the elf decks, you know, I'm going to show the 2 big cards in this deck. How many I got, how much it's going to equal. Just, you know, if you're just starting or you're wondering like about getting into something, just to see. Shop talk? Whose shop we talking about? Smash that like button. That's what we're talking about, Sleeve. What's up, dude? Welcome in. Hope you're having a good night. We're over here raking in fistfuls. Yeah, you can literally just go to the pricing tab, Brooks, and you can look up a specific set and like export a CSV for a specific criteria. You're a king, FYI? No. I'm a god. I'm a god. I'm the king of gods, which is God. I don't know how that works. I'm not religious. One more. There might be more. Who knows? I'm bulk drunk right now over how well this is going. All right, so that was the last elf deck. So we got this dude, which there may be more of these guys in some other decks. So we got $300 in cats. So this guy is like a 5, and this guy is 9. So 5, 10, 15, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 90, 105. So $90, $100 in that stack. So that's 400. So we're already a quarter of the way there. But it'd be so much easier to find over Pokemon, yeah, dude. You should absolutely put together a list of URL links that you use once your Discord is up because you drop steady knowledge bombs. Yeah. You're right. I'm not gonna lie. Some of this stuff is a little overwhelming sometimes, but you know. Yo, TJ, the Pokepaster, coming in with some gifted channel memberships. TJ, thank you so much, dude. Bulk Den, Sleeve the Chaos, Brooks, Micro Miniati, and Jixie. Sorry if I mispronounced that. Thank you, dude. Welcome to the Derp Den. That is what this is officially called. If somehow you don't know what a Pokepaster is or that his name is TJ, you should probably go over there and sub to his channel because he's great and he offers a lot of crazy stuff and information. He's got a rip and ship. Are you still doing your rip and ship normally that you do tomorrow night, TJ? Animal Man's almost to 15K subs, so we need to help him get there. It can, but you know. Guys, I'm not exaggerating when I'm saying this. I know that I'm doing this on a slightly bigger scale. Would you spend $1,600 if you know you can make $1,000 off of it? I mean, truthfully, because that's... We got a little lucky with these, but we're looking at like close to a 40 to 50% like margin for breaking these down. Love you, brother. Keep it rolling. Yes, sir. That's what we want to hear. That's what we want to hear. TJ, thanks again, dude. I'm not even sorting the right deck now. All right. We need to probably just sort these all real quick. Encounter. Encounter. Yeah, so I mean, you don't have to start crazy. It's just all the bulk stuff that I was doing, even though I'm still going to be doing it to a certain extent, it was all a setup to get to like this moment where I could start doing this and other things. Because this is still like bulk stuff, but it's doing it to a better scale, a grander scale. Sorry guys, I have to sort these decks out real quick. Yeah, but we're talking about cards, baby. You just gotta throw it at the wall and let it ride, you know? There's only two things that are certain in life. I don't know what I was about to say. I was trying to say something clever and I didn't think of anything. So, you know, what are you gonna do? Explorers. Let it ride. Let the bulk gods take the wheel. Oh, 2 extra elf decks. How do you like that? Also, I think I just shouted "oh" like a old lady playing bingo. Ooh! Ooh! Ignore me. You didn't hear any of that. I was having a moment. Oh, another elf deck. Win. Alright. That's all taken care of now. Death and taxes. Better believe it. Knock these elf decks out real quick that we missed, which is probably another 20 to 30 bucks in LVs. Yep, perfect. That's what we like to see. Also, like the elf decks, you know, Elven Visionary, Dwennan's Elite, Llanowar Elves, all like really good, just playable bulk that. Like, these are the kinds of cards, like Llanowar Elves and stuff, they're not expensive, and if you put them on TCG Player, you'll probably get like 40 or 50 cents versus, you know, maybe 75 cents to $1 on eBay. But because I'm in Direct, you kind of have to post some of that stuff and take a little bit of a hit on them. So you can, like, take advantage of your card optimizers and whatnot. Are these Foundation Jumpstart? Yes. We are getting close to finishing out a 20-box opening of them. And it's a pretty good one. Damn, all the homies are coming here tonight. First Mason, then TJ. What's a little bronze god to do when you have so many heavy hitters coming in here? Shrufus. I think he's a couple bucks. VSSTUEF. Fun guys. Get it? Fun guys? Because it's fungus? Amazing. Amazing stuff. How they had these ideas come to them, I have no clue. I think the black tank is the play for a Saturday night, to be honest. So I've always been a black tank top guy. I just, you know, because of my weight and size, it was hard to find ones that were affordable. But I just found like a 3 or 4 pack for like $25 from like Destination XL. And I needed to get new ones because the ones I've had were like years, 4 years. And they had a bunch of holes in them and stuff. So, and honestly, as much as I, you know, am not shy, I have not gone to the gym yet because I didn't want to look homeless there. So now that we've got these, that's going to be starting up Monday. We have been walking though, but yeah, I've always liked wearing black undershirts. I like them. When I was watching you pack orders last night, and you're flexing them delts, I had to break these beasts out tonight. Show everybody what's up. And say, hey guys, you know, TJ may have $500,000 in sales and a beautiful wife and some amazing kids, but check these out. Boom. Oh, actually, where'd my phone go? Oh. I'm gonna once my Discord's up, I'm gonna post my picture of when I was in like ridiculous shape, and you're probably gonna faint. Your boy was looking pretty good back in the day. Fun guys. F-M-O. Oh, I'm gonna be so happy when we can start running these things through Mr. Fujitsu. That's it for elves. Heck yeah, dude. That's you from a year from now. It might take a little longer than a year, but yeah, we're going to be... I knew I was going to hit a W. It'll be nice. It'll be nice to get back there. Drink a diet due for TJ tonight? I can't because I don't have any soda in my apartment. You guys might have a different opinion on this, but when you are fat and you're trying to lose weight, the one surefire way to not overeat is just to not have food in arm's reach. You know, extreme, maybe, but if there was Mountain Dew in my refrigerator right now, it'd probably all be gone. So right now, all that's in there is a couple of 12 packs of water, and then I have some, I think, ketchup. Not Mio, ketchup. So, you know. But I'm drinking one in spirit. I'm drinking one in spirit. P-R-T. Yeah. You can't cheat on your diet if there's nothing to cheat on your diet with. As a matter of fact, I just wish there was more bulk in my fridge. Absolutely solid advice, but I would say that I was drinking you were. Got it. Yeah. Man, just cutting out soda altogether is such a staple for success weight loss. It is. And the thing is, like, I don't like diet soda. I have a really bad sweet tooth. So, like, you know. My issue has always been that in the couple of times I've had success getting into shape, I would treat cheat days like a freaking marathon. Like, how much can I fit in my face so that way, because I know I'm not gonna be able to have this for a week. So the last couple months, ever since I said I was going to start a weight loss channel and I didn't really do much on it, it's been just resetting that. And like, when I have a day off, it's not, you know, having one of everything so that way I feel satisfied. It's, you know, instead of having a huge giant cheat day, it's like more a cheat meal. Have my regular Mountain Dew, have a couple slices of pizza if I want, and then like that's it. Because obviously I like eating fun stuff, but you know, at the beginning you got to be a little more thorough. Yeah. It is easy to have a 6 to 7K cheat, and honestly, doing that once a week or whatever wouldn't be that bad if I was also like working out and stuff on the side, but I wasn't. So it was just like all the work I was doing during the week, I was just killing it all in one day. Yep.
Hello there.
I mean, it's just math. Yo, what's up, Nipsey? Well, welcome to the stream. Absolutely true, Dake. You know, I don't like to get too down on other people because, I mean, especially working in a pharmacy, I see it all the time. And I know I've made a lot of excuses and this, that, the other, but ultimately it's math. Like, I know a lot of people like to say that it doesn't work like that, but if you consume more calories than you burn, you're going to lose weight or you're going to gain weight. There are sure other things that factor into it that can exacerbate or make it less worse. But as a general starting point, it's the math. And like, because of my size, my maintenance calories are like 3,000 calories. So if I can do 2,000 calories a day, even without working out, that's like 2 to 3 pounds a week. So it's not the worst thing in the world. LOL, how was I not subbed? I don't know, but I'm glad you are now. You know why? Because you were the best. Got you 25 likes? That's what's up. That's what we want to hear. Boom, boom, boom. Appreciate it, fellas and ladies, if there are any out there. Oh my God, what just happened? Stop. Stop. Okay. Oh. All right. Enough of the weight stuff. So between tonight and Monday, what do you guys got going on? Are we licking our wounds? Are we still packing from Mayhem? What are our goals for the rest of the weekend for getting work done? GP. What time is it? 9:40. What the heck do those do? Beast. All right, I guess we're doing this one now. BRB, all this do talk. I need some Wada. I thought you were saying Wawa, like you're about to go to Wawa just to get some dew, which wouldn't have been a horrible thing. Is this all the jumpstart? Yeah, we're getting close to the end of it. $29 likes. Comment when you push the 30. Hell yeah. Find setup for pros, so goal accomplished for now. Nice. Shouldn't take too long. My teacher's summer break starts this weekend. What are you gonna do with your time away from the kiddos? Or do you have to do all that in-service crap? No more kids, but I still gotta go to work. Are you a year-round school? Do you do year-round while you're there? You're still finishing up, TJ? Maybe I misunderstood you. I thought the other night when you were doing them, that was all you had, but you did have quite a bit. Man. I need to come in there and master set one of these days. I keep meaning to do that, and I keep forgetting. Zeph, in the last maybe 2 or 3 years, they've been popping up all over the place. There were some, but it's like everywhere has one now. Unpopular opinion, I think their food is garbage. I might be in the minority on that, but I think that they get way more hype than they should when it comes to that arena. Although they do sell whatever brand of chips they have this like really good honey barbecue one that's pretty good. And we just, I live like 45 minutes away from Daytona, and there's a Buc-ee's. They just put a Buc-ee's in there a couple years ago, so we're getting all the fun stuff. What do you keep your floor price at? I've had 20 cents, but have been starting to... Oh yeah, 20 cents is fine. I go as low as 15, but I never go under that. But 20 cents, 25 cents, that's a perfectly reasonable range. A few came in after I started streaming and had already pulled those cards. Oh. I wasn't in there too long last night. How would you say you did? I mean, I know you sold a lot of decent cards, but a lot of the people I've been talking to said that they felt like it was kind of overwhelming. Do you feel like you overshot, undershot where you were expecting to be? Not at my school. We'll do some prep for next year, but this summer we'll be taking care of newborn daughter. Nice. Congratulations, dude. And cleaning the house. Yo, because Buc-ee's so good. They're good. I think some of their food's overvalued too, but whatever. Bam, do you have Publix in every corner where you're at? Yes. That is... I get so weird about what I should share about my personal life and not, but that's where I work. The pharmacy I work at is a Publix, but there's like literally, in my county, I think there's like 30. But like, we're like in prime Publix area. Like, Gorgathor, whenever a new place opens, if they serve breakfast, my thing, and I would love to hear from you guys. I have a go-to, and my go-to is a sausage biscuit. if you sell food and you have breakfast, lunch, dinner, and one of those items is a sausage biscuit, I will eat that and I will judge whether I'm going to buy any more food from you solely on if you got the sausage biscuit right. It went okay. I feel like I priced things a little high, perhaps like 55 orders. Okay, I guess I did hear that right. 55. Yeah, it's not bad. I mean, do you when you raise your prices, do you do it by a dollar amount or do you do like a percentage? Because knowing like the quality of the singles that you have, I could see where raising it by a percentage maybe could have tickled a tad. Me too. So are pub subs not great for you? Okay, we should be good. I have like, I underestimate how much slack I have on this mic, so every now and then I get a little greedy and I yank the cord out of the back. Anyway, so pub sub question. I always get a roast beef sub, if I get one. So usually a half of a Publix roast beef sub, and I don't get any mayonnaise, no oil, no nothing. I hate all that stuff. So it's usually just meat, cheese, lettuce, 5-grain roll. It's about 350 calories. Sometimes if I'm like super hungry, I'll get like a foot long and I'll do double meat, and then I'll do a half a day, and a half of a sub at that point is like 500, which is a decent amount of food. I have gotten, when you have it all the time, it kind of gets old, but percentage, yeah. And I didn't get to hear you taking the pups. Yeah, we're working on that now. We back. I can relips, he said. Debatable. So, what I have been doing for my lunch though is, are you guys familiar with the Ratio brand yogurt? They have, most of them are like 25 grams of protein per serving or per cup. They sell a large tub that is so dry, no vinegar even. No. Nope. I've always been a plain Jane. It's usually just bread, whatever, lettuce just for a little crunch, and that's it. I know. Sometimes I'll have like some barbecue sauce on the side to dip it in or something, but I'm not the biggest vinegar fan as just as a dip or a accoutrement. But yeah, so they have these Ratio yogurts. They come in these like 1 pound tubs, and they're like $7. And the tubs are like 28 grams of protein per. So what I'll do is I'll buy one and I'll eat a half of one for lunch, which is about 300 or 400 calories, and it's like a lot. And then for the back 9, I have like 3 or 4 different flavors of Mio. And I saw a heavy lifter talk about this, where when he eats all of his bland crap, he just squeezes a bunch of Mio into it. So I'll take like a particular flavor of Mio and just blast Mio in there, so that way it's like strawberry now, and then do that. And usually 3 of the 4 days a week, that is my lunch. I don't like having lots of crazy stuff at work. So, yeah. We don't even have pokes around here, but I can get with, yeah. I haven't. I'm not gonna lie. I am a little bougie when it comes to my chips. But the way you said, the way you said you're going to dust off an entire bag in one sitting, it got the cogs moving. So we're probably going to give it a shot. I'm a vendor and I'm so tired of Publix food, dude. It's a privileged dilemma. It's like it's there. Oh my God, what is happening? Oh, 1 second. 1 second. Oh my God. Everything's breaking. So I have a regular battery and then I have like a wall dummy battery and I keep forgetting to swap out one for the other. So we gotta swap this out real quick. But yeah, it wasn't Jay Cutler, but it was some other like kind of older famed bodybuilder that was talking about it and I was like, that makes sense. This is why I need a second good camera. The danger of doing this with stacks of cards everywhere is not to be, it's not for the faint of heart. At all. Uh-oh. 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 Come on, you jerk. There we go. All right. Menu, USB streaming. All right, I'll have this fixed in 1 second. Like the Quest protein shakes are so mad, great macros. Yeah. There's one, God, I wish I could remember what it's called, but it's like they're chips, but they're made from like chicken. And they have like a protein, like a barbecue, like a barbecue flavor that's really good. There we go. We're back. And we're back. Saved. God, I wish I could remember what they were called. But yeah, the protein flavored stuff definitely gets a little sketchy. Do you do protein powders at all? Like I used to do them a lot when I was younger, but there's like a really decent flavor of muscle milk that I like a lot. Wild, yes, yeah, they are decent. These both, okay. That's some pretty big talk. Just that statement alone caused me not to be able to speak. Okay, we're gonna give it the Pepsi challenge. Like, I don't know if you can do an appropriate comparison, but like what percentage of a Doritos protein chip would you say tastes like an actual Doritos chip? Like 50%, 75%? Yo! Phantom cards in at the same time as Pokepaster. The Triforce is complete. What's up, Secret Dragon? What's up?
Hello.
The powder I use is called Pre-Science Select. Yo, what's up, James? Thanks for the sub, dude. Their vanilla is pretty good. Pre-Science Select. I will have to check that out. That's the thing about protein powders, man. When you find a good one, you gotta latch onto it, because it almost feels like every time you find a good one, the company changes or they change the formula, and then it's like whatever. 75% of the real thing. That is. I'm not gonna lie. If I could dust off an entire bag once every couple days, if I have the calories for it, that would make me pretty happy. Need a card table at need a table at card party. Yeah, I'd be down. I don't know what we would sell. We could set it up to where you come up to the table and then Phantom would yell at you, and then I would get emotional on you, and then at the end of the table, TJ would pray with you, and then on you'd go. A full service table. A whole range of emotions. Yeah, Phantom, you're right. That would be the real life example of it's over 9,000. You wouldn't be able to stop us. You would only hope to contain us. Yeah, I strictly buy and sell Lorcana. I hope you're doing good with that, man. I would like to see your next sales recap on your Lorcana sales. I have a feeling they're probably not the best. Do you guys store all your reverse hollows and sleeves? I don't sleeve anything in my inventory. A lot of times you have to unsleeve them. I'm a perfectionist, so if I have sleeves that have any kind of wear, like penny sleeves at least, they get trashed for nice, fresh, minty ones. Top loaders, they can have a little dust on them, but you know, I like having. I want you to get pretty stuff, especially since I ship a lot of stuff through PWEs. So when you get a jacked up envelope and then inside you see this nice pristine little packaged goodie bag, that's what's up. ORS. Let's see, VW. If real quick, I'm sure everyone already is, but if you haven't and you're not, I need you to take a moment right now and make sure you are subscribed to Phantom. It's Phantom Cards, and you are subscribed to TJ Pokepaster. You need to go take a quick break and make sure that you are, and if you're not, you need to fix that. Please and thank you, sincerely, management. Yeah, so Phantom, what happened to your music, man? Did you just like try to get your stuff scheduled for the whole week and then like accidentally delete the thing, or what happened there? Because it was only like the third video. I was like, this is odd. It's weird. Was that in your YouTube breakdown today? Did you see a dip in views once you lost Delfino Bay? There could be correlation. I saw some cards the other day. It's such a weird game. Same card art with different rarity from what my friend told me. Kind of. Lorcana's weird. I think the game itself is all right, but they were largely betting on the IP for that. Oh, you're testing waters. Gotcha. I can't imagine that it does. I mean, if you have the same intro, or like my thing, like if you have the same intro and the same kind of tunes, or, I mean, then again, it's not like DMCA free or copyrighted music. I don't know. It's an interesting thought. It's an interesting thought. Pretty good, cool. You guys are all here. I watch all your stuff pretty much every day. I bought my first bulk purchase of like 20,000 cards and bought a Fujitsu. Nice. Jumping straight in the deep end. I love it. Grats, Sunshine. Yeah, that's pretty dope. Phantom, how was your night with the boys? Did you have a good time with all your buddies? It's so good that it's literally the only Mario game I've never played. I could not tell you why. I've watched it played. I've watched it speedran. I've watched everything about it. It's one of the few GameCube games I never played. Yeah, I don't think it does, but I get paranoid, and I got like 10 comments this week about how they hate the music. Don't listen to them. Play Delfino Bay. If I say play the Delfino Bay because the Bronze God demands of it, would that make you less inclined or more inclined to do it? Or you could really mess with them and like chop it up. So like every like 5 seconds, like cut it off. Like you're doing one of those calls where pop out, you know? Yeah, it's been cool. We went to the regional that PokePaster should have been at in Indy. Oh, yeah. I forgot that was this weekend. I would love to go to that one day. Wait, TG, you were going to go to the regional? I mean, I know they do other stuff besides sports there, but dude, that thing is so huge. Whenever I watch Card Collector or King of the Cards and they go and do that show, that is insane. That's the pipe dream of stuff I have running in my head of like just going to places like that and setting up shop for a weekend or something. I don't even want to know what it costs to set up there, but more inclined, I fall in line. That's right. I'm working on something, Phantom. I decided that once a week I want to try to do like one of my like dust off my acting chops videos because I genuinely have fun with them. I'm working on one now that I think you'll love. I think you'll like it. My wife was in Arizona on some medical conference thing. I had to stay. No competing for me. The meta kind of sucks right now though, so I'm not the. Oh, you're gonna play in a tournament. Gotcha. Yeah, that was always the struggle when I played Magic too. It's like Magic was a little worse because like the better decks were always like super expensive, so I was kind of always forced into playing like a more obscure or tier 2, tier 3 decks to where like, you know, you're pretty much guaranteeing yourself you weren't going to top. But like signing up to play 8 to 10 rounds or however many rounds a Pokemon tournament is and running into the same toxic deck all day and you don't have a decent counter to it, sounds like you probably made a good choice. Phantom, do you want code cards? I have like 1,000 I could ship you, and you can start scanning and start getting. I'm sure you have plenty over there, but I've got a lot. Forest. Hell yeah, we love some good acting. Good, not so much. Acting, yes. Good acting, no. Good is one of those relative things. All right. All we've got left is one more deck. And then we have green almost done. And then we just have red to go, which we might do off stream or tomorrow. I left work today. This is like every month I have a long week where I have to work 7 days in a row. And usually Sundays I don't have to go in till 11, and I'm leaving, and my boss goes, "Oh, by the way, we need you here at 6 o'clock tomorrow morning." And I was like, "F you. That's not enough notice. I'm not coming until 9." And then I guess they have to do some inventory thing, and it's not part of my job class, so I'm telling them to go pound sand. Let's just say I negotiated quite a bit of things in my favor to do it, so yeah. All right, let's put lands over here where we're starting to run out of room, and it's getting increasingly dangerous by the day. Beautiful. Beautiful. You are not prepared. Is the meta like already solved, TJ? Like I've been trying to pay a little more attention to like the competitive side of things. One person I was kind of talking to about it said that it's just like kind of very top heavy right now, where it's like really just one or two decks and that's it. I don't know how true that is, but L K J I H. Phantom, I know I don't know what your plans are with Magic, but I've been talking about it a lot, and I would suggest maybe giving it a shot. What I'm doing is opening Foundations Jumpstart. Right now you can get them for like $83 on a site called Stomping Grounds, and on average it's like $20 to $50 a box profit. And that's like just counting cards 25 cents and up. So if you want a potential ridiculous little, like I did 20 boxes and we're probably going to make like, I got 20 boxes for about $1,600 and we're probably going to make it $1,000. It's a little crazy. But if you want to take the olive branch, you're more than welcome to, because money good. Money good. Very, very good. Very, very good. God, these playlists are so short. We listened to all this stuff already. We need another one. Is this Game Shops? All right. I don't know if this is any good or not. Yeah, I keep forgetting you're Donut and you only do eBay. Although I can't say that because I've only been doing TCG Player for the longest time. But yeah, it when you're ready for it, come to Daddy. And I'm sure you know this already, but when you're doing openings, it's like the more you buy, the closer and closer it gets to the break even point, or not break even point, like the middle point of a break. So I know you said it's not necessarily a big part of what you want to do, but there's some scenarios where it just makes sense. I'm posting it, I think Monday or Tuesday, but my first week on eBay, I've almost done $1,000. I think we're at like $750. Granted, more bigger stuff sold, but I've been sticking true to doing like 10 to 20 cards a day. and AG. And yeah, looks like it's kind of the same. The more and more I'm gonna list on there, the better and better it's gonna get. ARM. What is this? I don't think I like what's going on here. I don't like this at all. Game Chops is pretty good for music, but this is not a good one. Alright, let's just do this one for now. I think we're right around 900. On Memorial Day, I did like 800 listings. That's all I did, was just got familiarized with Card Uploader, and I did that all day. I still have a lot of my backlog not listed yet, so I'm going to try to take care of that tomorrow and Wednesday on my days off, but just seeing that number, knowing I was sitting on all that, and it was going right away, definitely made me not feel dumb, but like, you know, like oops. Probably should have been handling this a little differently, but the thing that I'm trying to figure out, when StartSwift integrates full TCG Player integration, I could have my inventory on TCG Player, eBay, and my own website with different prices, which is wild. Yeah. Obviously, I don't know how that technology works, but I know that's how. I mean, you've seen some of Rob's old stuff when he had like Binder POS. I'm sure it works very similarly to that. I just got used to like Card Uploader, so I don't know if I want to switch again, but I definitely have it on my radar, because and however much time it is when I decide to pull the trigger on my own website, that is going to be a huge... honestly, like, I'm excited for you to start kind of showing that off and doing that, because that is crazy. Now, the one thing with TJ, it probably doesn't matter to you a lot because you don't do eBay, but the one thing that I do know is that when it comes to like using platforms to cross list and stuff, I'm pretty sure eBay will prohibit you from being able to get top rated seller when you utilize stuff like that. I think that was the main thing I always fell on why I never tried one of the smaller versions of one. I don't know why that's a thing. That could have changed since the last time I heard that, but I'm pretty sure that it is a thing. B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M... Oh, biogenic. Biogenic. Woman, O... Bond... BRI, BRU, BRA, BUBY. Oh, that's good to know. Yeah. The last time I heard that said, it was probably over a year ago, and it was in one of Rob's old videos. And I want to say I've heard a few other people say it along the way, but I don't know that they were ever given reasonings for it. It just was a thing. But I mean, obviously, if you're just doing TCG Player and your site, then it probably doesn't even matter right now. But still, I'm still amped to see how that goes. Are you already designing a website, dude? Or are you still like teeter-tottering on the idea? Like, are you like 70% there? How would eBay know if you were cross-listing? So there's... I want to say the one that Rob was using was Binder POS, which was affiliated with eBay somehow. and that might have been it, but you know, I don't know how API works when you like how card uploader and stuff do that, where you're able to upload. I imagine, I don't know how technology works either, but I would imagine there's something on the back end that they can recognize or see. And it could be just specifically a binder POS thing. I'm not entirely sure, but it's something I know of that happened, and is at least something to just have in the back of the mind. Can you have card uploaders add to your quantity instead of making individual listings for bulk cards? Yes. There's actually a combined listing option now, which is surprisingly accurate. I was using it, and I don't think I've had an issue with it since. And it's right next to the combine cards button. It says beta on it. I think the title has to be pretty much the same in order for it to do that, but there were some where the title was a little off and it was still on point. I got that on the list of stuff to mess around tonight. I have a domain and stuff. That's what's up. Are you having someone? I think you said. What did you say? You said you were you. Do you have someone making an actual site for you, or are you having someone design something for you on like a Wix or a Shopify or something? ROVWUW. Explore. EVDVWX Elvish. Man down. Fungal plots. Go forth. Go forth. I'm going to use Shopify and see how the integration works, and then just commission someone to make it not look like crap, or at least less crappy. I think that's a solid approach. What are the fees like on sites like that? Are the fees like comparable, or are they more or less than what the pro site is? Or do you even know? Garrick, Galta, It'd be weird if like your pro seller site charged less fees than having your own site. Maybe not. I don't know. That's probably just me being stupid. Groundswell. Garrick. GABCDEFGH IJK. Oop, got an H. We missed an H. NO. There we go. Less for sure. I think 2.9 overall in terms of transaction fees. That's what's up. I would imagine that if that's the case, I'm assuming you would just utilize that site for when you do your Rip and Chip night, right? Because like if it's cross-platform, but on certain sites, I don't even know if I'm asking that right. Like if you can sell everything cross-listed, but it's less fees on the Shopify site, at that point, how do you choose what you want listed on the TCG Player side of things versus your store? Or is that like you know, more down the line things to be thinking about? Might want to look at Shopify policies on Pokemon stores. They used to shut down stores that didn't have either a distributor or proof of purchase for something similar for Pokemon TJ. Oh, what's up, Calculated? See you, man. Sorry I missed that. It was good seeing you guys. I'll drop a sub. I gotta take off bronze, but thanks again for all the knowledge you shared tonight. Truly appreciate you, K Gang. Yeah, dude. You gotta let us know when you get that foundations in, how it does for you. I'm sure we'll talk again before that, but yeah, totally. I heard that too, but also talk with people where that hasn't been an issue. Yeah, it makes you wonder if for people like that, if it's maybe they're not big enough. Although I'm sure you're talking to people that have decent sized stores. Definitely interesting. Lots of food for thought tonight. I have one junk. How do I just have one? Of all the one singular jungle delver. Of all the cards I have 50 of, there's just one of that dude. Weird. Let's try that again. KUJKOR. Okay, just making sure you're aware of that. I think a few years ago they shut mine down, but after like the first day, LOL, but I also had nothing set up. You know why they shut your store down? It's because they knew that 3 to 4 years later you would stop including your favorite music on your videos. This was a long con they played with you, my friend, and they were correct. Well, I guess the idea is I can have them all listed on both places with different prices at the same time. Yeah, I guess that's where I'm still gonna have to go over that. It's like, how do you? Me personally, it's like I would feel weird having a scenario where someone paid. I guess not. I don't know. Different market prices, different prices. I just gotta keep telling myself that every time I start having these back and forths about price. I don't know. What is Shopify taking down sites with Pokey in their name as well? Yeah, so after this, red is all I have left, which we're definitely not doing tonight. I have to get up way earlier than I hoped, so red is either going to be done off stream, depending on if I stream tomorrow or not. I probably will, but it's been a long week, and I think I need a day to just decompress. And if I do finish it off stream, I'm still making a whole video about all this stuff, and I'll be using a lot of this footage for it, so all the numbers will still be there. Might. Hey, Bron, hope you're having a good stream. Yeah, I am, man. Elemental, welcome in. Hope you're having a good night. Huh? Yeah, huh? They said this man must hate Delfino Plaza. It's called the Delfino tax, man. Do you like the Paper Mario series? Because the Delfinos were easily the best part of the whole entire game. It's games like Thousand Year Door where I wish they did more voice acting, because like that's one of the reasons why Nintendo games are so good, is like the way the dialogue was, you could read the accents in your head while you were reading it, but it's just like, guys, we need to get some voice acting in these games, man. I'm tired of, I don't want to read. I don't want to read. I just want to play. I don't want to work. I just want to bang on this drum all day. I don't want to play. I just want to bang on this drum all day. Paradise. Pre. Man, dude. Phantom, I feel like when people message you or give you comments like that about your music and stuff, I can feel the snarkiness that I'm sure lies dormant in you that you're holding back. And sometimes I just want, I don't want you to, but I would love to just embrace what the dark side has to offer. Just see how nuclear you really could go on someone if you chose to do so. I love Paper Mario, but I played the N64 one more. Oh, yeah, the original one. Nice stream to listen to while working, man. Bought 50K unsifted Sword and Moon XY era bulk, just listening while I list. That's what I love to hear, dude. That is some excellent bulk. Is it all regular, or are there any reverses and stuff? Yo, my homie Nate. N7+1. What is up, dude? Thank you for finally stopping by, guys. Nate, also known as N7+1, is an absolute god. One of my closest friends. And he hates my guts because he never wants to come into the stream, and he finally did it. So we're all here to witness greatness. What's going on, man? Hope you're having a good night. I held back on the daily. I can tell. Sometimes I'm watching, I'm like, ooh, oh, is he? And then it's like, oh. I'm whispering at my screen, let the hate flow through you. Embrace the dark side. How's it going, brother? Good, man. Finishing up this little bit and probably gonna pack it in soon. Just on that cardboard dream, so I can get that nice house in Pennsylvania or somewhere. What are you doing Monday or Wednesday night? You gotta let me know what type of schedule you have, dude, so I can get with Jimmy and we can, you know, get on a call sometime, just kind of hang out a little bit. Yo, what's up, Meaty? Planning on coming down in July, August. I'll text you. Bet. Love it. Reverse hollows and everything included except, oh my god, that is... I'm sure you're licking your lips right now, dude. That is insane. How's the condition? Is it like at least light play? Yeah, dude. Nate, let me know. Just let me know so that that way I can make sure I take off the appropriate days or request them off in time, and we can make it happen. I feel like I may have... Maybe I didn't. I gotta head out. Have a good stream, bro. Hey, man, you too, man. Thanks for stopping by, dude. Everybody, if you haven't, it's Phantom Cards. Go over there, subscribe. Comment on how much you hate Delfino Plaza. I mean, how much you love Delfino Plaza. So he keeps it rolling. You got it. A-U, S-A-P, C-D-E-F-G, H-I-J-K, the $300 stack of Cubs. LMNO Spore Mound Spore Crown Satina. The seller also still has at least 30k Evolutions bulk left and all LP or better. Yeah, dude. I'm sure the hollows and reverse hollows. Shoot. A stack of S's that I missed. Yo, Meaty Collections coming in with the $10 super chat. Got a new client and pulled the old Gray Ninja from Chaos Rising this week, so figure share some love. Keep the cardboard pushing, my guy. Dude, Meaty. Not necessary, but greatly appreciated. And hell yeah on the Gray Ninja. I was going to ask if you're going to get it graded. I guess it's at a price point where you could probably get away with sending it in for $80, but appreciate you very much, dude. That was very kind. Thank you. Thank you. Once I get some emotes in here, finally, then we can start giving out props properly. But fucking the Gray Ninja, dude. That is awesome. I was hoping to get this one on this one because I didn't get the one from Twilight either. But it's not in the cards. It would 9, otherwise I would off. Are you gonna move it fast or are you gonna hold on to it? Because it's weird right now. It's like, do you want to just cash it in real quick, or I'm sure that would just only go up over time. So it just kind of depends on where you're at. I'd be interested to know. Saurian Spine, Stony Strength. Happening. Price crashed like 300 right now, so going to hold on till like 450, 500. I might have to. Well, I'm not going to, but I guess now would be the time to buy if of any other time. I keep trying not to go too hard for like master set stuff, but when cards like that get that low, it's kind of hard to not pull the trigger. $300's a pretty solid drop too. That's like, that's not nothing. Somberwald. That's what's up, dude. So we got some more Saurians, Saproling, Migration, SC, Savage Stomp. Gotta get the Savage Stomps in here. I love this song. This is one of my favorite Zelda songs. Servant of the Scale. Rufus, Slimy, Snakeskin, and Slenza. Spore Crown. Spore Swarm, Spore Crawler, Spined. Launch day they were at like 550, so rebound depends on population of printing. Seems like there was a larger print this drop. Not necessarily a bad thing, but I mean, not only that too, but like I think the other Great Ninja has been held pretty steadily in that range too. I haven't looked at it in a while, but I think it's actually I should probably look it up later. Now I'm curious. I'd imagine it's still in the 300 to 400 range raw. Song of Storms is obviously goated. You're one tough cookie. Tireless, tough, Trill. Trill. Tough, Trill. Tough, Trill. Oh, Gerudo Valley is definitely number one. There's a what's the guy's name? I can't play it because it's not DMCA free. Federico Dubbini, Dubbini. His rendition of it is fantastic. But yeah, Gerudo hits hard. Song of Storms, Gerudo Valley. Whatever the other one that was just on was, I already forgot what it was. Boom. Topiary Stummer, Thrashing, Brantodon, Tail Swipe. More S's in the wrong spot. Darned it. Starting to make all sorts of little tiny mistakes. That usually means it's time to probably start doing something else. But we're almost there. All right, I'm off for the night. Have a good night, Bronze and everyone. See you later, dude. Yeah, we're probably going to be packing it in here too soon. So thank you very much for stopping by, hanging out. I'll see you tomorrow or Monday. I haven't decided if we're going live yet tomorrow, but we'll definitely see you soon. Speaking of Gerudo, here we go. Territorial Scythe Cat. I know we have this guy out here somewhere. We should at least. I swear we had a bunch of territorial cats, kitty cats. Maybe not. Okay. Those are the groves. Okay. T-A-J-T-A-I-T-E. F-G-H-T-H-R-A. T-H-R-I. T-H-O. Tireless Provisioner, Tireless Tracker, Time to Feed. Thundering. Tough. T-O-U, T-O-P. trail you why. What do I do with all my energy cards? Shove them in a box, never to be seen again. You can eventually do like lots and stuff, but like I usually just donate my energy to local game stores. There's ways to move them, but it's like there's almost always something else that's better served. Your time is better served doing. But you could always do like a, 20 of each energy lot, or like I've even thought about doing like a player's starter pack where it's like 20 of each energy, 50 bulk cards, an EX, 15, 20 bucks or something. See if that does anything. One of those things that you just kind of have to get a little, a little adventurous with. UNDERU. All songs in that game are bangers. Got to catch up on some anime and pass out halfway through the first episode. Be blessed. Not a problem, man. Hey, thanks again for the dono, dude. Again, that's not necessary, but whenever it happens, it means a lot. So very much appreciated. Have a good night. We'll see you soon. May your orders be bountiful and your bulk be plentiful. Woodland War, Wolf, Woodland Champion, Woodland Liege. Boom, done. We're doing those tomorrow. Squeaky chair is gonna squeak. Oh, that was a solid night. That was a solid night, ladies and gents. What's up, Bronze? About to be scanning a bunch while you sort. Actually, we just got to the tail end of the stream tonight. We actually went longer than we did. We usually stay around for 2. We hit almost 3 today. So sorry to disappoint, my friend, but I will be with you in the bulk aether, rooting you along. What are those old Pokemon packs at the top of your desk? This? This is some stuff I just listed to eBay. It's just my I pulled my orders. So this is some of the eBay stuff I sold today. A couple neat little old cards there. About 150, 200 bucks all said and done. Where do you live? Do you live on the West Coast or do you live on the East Coast? Because that might be the thing, is I live on the East Coast, so. But once we get the Discord up, I'll be able to start posting my schedule, and it'll be known more instead of just impromptu, just show up. Hi, hey, we're live. What's up? Yeah, not bad, not bad. In Minnesota, yeah, so you're probably, what are you, mountain time? So 2 hours behind? Well, that's where TJ lives. I thought so. As I was saying that, I'm like, this is all sounding way too familiar. Well, I think TJ was only an hour behind. It's almost 11 for me. What time is it for you? You must live on like the absolute eastern border if you're still in Central Time. Actually, you know what? I'm thinking of, what am I thinking of? I'm not thinking of Minnesota. What am I thinking of? I think I'm thinking of like Idaho or something. I'm definitely thinking of a way farther state away. What state am I thinking of? I'm thinking of Montana. That's what I'm thinking of. But I'm also dumb. Don't worry. I know the 50 states. It's okay. All right. Let's see if any homies are live so we can do a little rady poo. Probably not. Yeah, it's been solid. I mean, I'm up to 900 listings. I think I'm about at $800 this week, which is the first week. So definitely a lot better than I thought it was going to. Well, I shouldn't say I thought. I guess I was just. I don't know. I don't know what I was doing. I don't know any of these people. Oh, let's see. I don't know any of these people, and I don't want to take a chance, so we're just going to shut it down here without rating anybody. Yeah, there's still plenty of craziness. I'm still trying to think of how I want to do my eBay recap videos. I don't know if I want to do them once a week, once a day, because like I have to figure out what I would talk about for 10 minutes to only show off 3 cards I sold in a day. But also, I don't want to like frame for frame copy Phantom, but also like there's only so many ways that you can recap eBay sales, so it's like probably something I shouldn't worry about. I do like 25 to 100-ish per day, but I don't have much for unique and valuable stuff. I mean, you may not, but if you're doing $25 to $100 a day with not that type of stuff, I would say that's almost more impressive than having better stuff, right? At least that's my thinking. 25 to $100 is pretty damn solid. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Signing off, Bronze. Yeah, we're getting ready to shut it down here in a couple minutes. Appreciate you stopping by, Shane. I'm sure we'll see you again here soon. Easy Card Throne does a daily recap, but only posts like once a week. Yeah. I've seen that too. I'm not going to lie, Saints. A lot of the reason why I have a hard time doing daily videos is sometimes, you know, I've talked about this before. It's like, I know like it's just coincidence if I or, you know, TJ or someone posts a video about the same thing, but it still feels weird when you see the same people in the same, you know, corner of the internet. And I don't want to like come off as someone copying someone, but also it's like there's only so many things you can talk about. So I might just have to say screw it and stop worrying about it and just like talk about whatever. I'm also really good at rambling too, though, so could just ramble about what I did for the day, go into the eBay sales, not have any like kind of profound lesson or anything. Oddly enough, like I don't really pay attention to my analytics too much, but I feel like the videos where I am just rambling about the day tend to do better. And I don't know if that's just my personality or if that's just what people like in general, or what. I won't worry about it then. Thank you for the affirmation. Sometimes you just gotta hear it, you know? You will. Have a good night, fellas. See you, dude. It's also about the content sometimes and about who the content is from. That hits. That's a solid point. Yeah. All right, dude. I appreciate that last little bit of wisdom there. Definitely got me thinking about some things. So I appreciate you very much. I don't know if we're going live tomorrow, but would probably, if not tomorrow, definitely to Monday. And then there's like a small potential where it will be tomorrow and Monday. Meaty already left, but I want to say thanks again to Meaty for the huge super chat. Thank you again, TJ. TJ came in, donated some subs, some channel memberships. So thank you again, TJ. Anyone who is still here and hasn't followed Phantom or PokePaster, make sure you do so. Mason Cardinal Gaming as well. He popped in and was hanging out. So check out all my friends, Saints, anybody else. I will see you guys ASAP. And probably in Discord sometime soon, because we should have that hopefully finished by tomorrow night or Monday. So hope you guys have a good one. Have a good Sunday. Peace.